Guess what? I finished my journal. I decided this would be the perfect opportunity to start a new journal with you guys, since at the beginning of last year, I think, around like April or something, I did a video where I journaled with you guys, and you guys seemed to enjoy that video a lot. So I thought it would be perfect to bring back a journaling video, but this time starting a brand new journal. But before we start, I thought I would show you my journal ecosystem. I don't really have one. I have been journaling for quite some time now. I think I started around like 2021, but I never completed a journal up until last year because for some reason I had this urge to start a new one every year. So the new year would come and I would start a new one even though the previous ones weren't full. And so the one I had before this one took me 3 years to finish. She's a beauty. She has been with me through it all. She has been loved. But it took me 3 years to fill this, you know? This one though took me 1 full year, a little over a year actually. It's my baby. I couldn't live without it. And in these, I just pretty much journal all my thoughts away. I dump everything that's in here onto paper, and I will occasionally do more creative spreads like this one. It's a mix of brain dump and collages and a bunch of stuff, and I also log in all of the books I've read and all of the movies and shows I've watched every year, and I give them little stars like it's my own little personal letterbox. And I have been doing this for 2-3 years maybe, and I love it. But yeah, so basically I just write all my thoughts here, I make lists here, I make collages, I make everything on this one. Then we have my little baby. This is my songwriting journal. I have a little collage at the beginning, just like a vision board for my songwriting. I don't know, this helps me a lot. I love looking at it. And I just write all my songs in here. Sometimes they're messier, sometimes they're a bit more clean. But yeah, just a bunch of songs, because I don't mix my songs with my thoughts. And then we have a third journal where I write all my creative ideas, literally everything that comes to my mind. Video ideas, they're all in here. I plan out my videos in here. I do like little scripts for them sometimes. Yeah, everything is written in here. These 3 are what I like to call my journal ecosystem. But like I said, this one's full, so I need to start a new one. And that new one is this baby! Isn't she a cutie? I thought I would change a little bit and not go for a black journal because I always go for a black one. And I decided to, you know, new year, new me, new journal, which is great because today is January 1st as we're speaking. And I'm starting a brand new journal. Isn't that fantastic? So let's start together, shall we? Let's start with the front page. The previous years, I was always so scared to start with the front page for some reason. It was like such an important page and it gave me so much anxiety. But this year, we're going simple. I'm just sticking a little picture of myself that I printed out, and I'm gonna stick it on my journal and add some stickers, some washi tape, just to make it cute, to make it fun, make it me. And then I'm gonna write my name on it, obviously. And I always write down the date I started the journal and the date I finished it. Also, guys, I created a little playlist on Spotify, which is called Journaling is Cheaper Than Therapy. It is my official journaling playlist. I am still adding a couple songs to it. It's not fully done yet, but I have talked about making a journaling playlist for such a long time and have yet to do it. I finally did it. Guys, I also bought this new pen. It's the Uniball Gel Impact RT. These are so good. It's pricey, yes, but it's so good. It writes beautifully and it doesn't smudge, which I love. And I also write my username in case this goes missing and someone else finds it. I want it back. Oh, that's so cool. Ah, I love it. I'm gonna add a couple stickers to this. I bought a bunch of new arts and crafts supplies because I asked my parents for a scrapbook this Christmas so I could do a concert scrapbook, and I also got a photo printer. So incredibly grateful for both things. They're amazing. And so I haven't started decorating yet or making the pages, but I started decorating the outside of the scrapbook. I haven't finished it yet because I have so many things that I want to do and I want to do them all at the same time, and I don't have time to do anything at the end of it. But I bought like a bunch of, this is like Christmas washi tape, but it also has like some normal ones that I can use like on an everyday basis. And then I bought silver letters and gold letters. These are from Sostrengerin. And then I bought these blue and silver stars. I think I'm gonna put some silver stars because I don't think the blue will match the cover. I don't think I'm gonna put stickers on the cover because usually, like you can tell, the cover is like full of stickers, which I love obviously, but I don't think I'm going for that aesthetic this year. I think I'm doing something a bit simpler. Don't know what yet. So we're not decorating the cover of my journal just yet. Okay, this is what it looks like. I've kept it simple. Little stars and a little bit of washi tape just to spice it up a little bit. I might add other stuff to it later on in the future, but right now that's it. Since it's the new year, I need to write down my goals and aspirations and whatnot and everything 2026 related. I need to do the spreads that I do every year, which are like writing down my goals and every books and every movies and every show I watched this year. So I'm gonna do that. This year, I think I'm just gonna do 2 pages per thing, like do double pages for movies, TV shows, and then, although I don't watch that many TV shows, and then books. But first, I think I'm gonna write my goals for 2026. I'm not gonna do anything huge. I'm just gonna write my goals. Nothing too aesthetic, I guess. I don't know. I think that's the fun part of journaling, especially the way I journal, I think. I don't get too in my head about it. I just journal. If it ends up looking cute, then good. But I'm not journaling for it to look cute, you know? I'm not going out of my way to make it look cute. Like, yes, if I do a collage or something, I'll try my best to make it look cute. But most of the time, my journal is really just writing. It has a couple cute collages in it, sure, and I try to keep it like clean and not too messy, but sometimes I just want to write down and you don't want to think too much about it. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like what we see on Pinterest isn't always the reality. My journal looks messy sometimes, and that's okay. I enjoy journaling because of the feeling I get while I'm journaling and not necessarily because it looks good at the end. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm gonna journal my goals and maybe share some with you guys at the end. I don't know.
Undertaker, Undertaker, here is my bid. Please say that her name is etched on her grave.
The lighting is different because the sun decided to leave us because it's already 4 p.m. I apologize for that. But I ended up doing a list for my goals for 2026 and also a no-buy list for 2026, which isn't necessarily what I'm not buying, but more like rules of stuff that I'm not allowed to do with my money, just so I purchase things more consciously and I don't overconsume as much, which is something I'm trying to do in 2026. But if you want to know more details about what I wrote, you will have to watch my New Year's video that should be out before this one. But continuing, I did a little list on my phone of things I wanted to do in my journal for 2026 so I wouldn't forget. I did the no-buy list and I did the goals, and I want to do a pop culture predictions. See, now we're getting crafty. Something like that needs to be a little more. Oh, you know what? I could use these things. They're little stamps that I got from Tiger. Comment down below your pop culture predictions for 2026, sorry. Ugh. Okay, we have a title, pop culture predictions. Now we need 2, which is where the sticker book comes in. I bought this sticker book a couple months ago at Sostrengerin. I'm just gonna put some cute ones so that the page doesn't feel as empty. My first prediction is that Harry Styles is gonna come back and is gonna go on tour because we all saw the little teaser thing that he dropped. Harry is coming back with a tour plus new album. Another one I hope comes true. JB goes back on tour. This one is a wild one because he's very much against it, but he could do a couple of shows. Obviously, he's doing Coachella. Maybe, fingers crossed, he does a couple more shows because Coachella's just expensive. Any Justin Bieber show is gonna be expensive, but Coachella is next level expensive, and mortals like me can't afford that. So I'm gonna write JB tour because last year I predicted that he would drop an album because it had been 4 years and he is known for leaving the music industry for 4 years and coming back. He has done that twice now. Next one, I don't like this one, but I'm gonna say it. Thor is gonna die. Someone is going to die. With Avengers Doomsday approaching by the minute, one of them is gonna die. A lot of people are gonna die. And I have a feeling, a bad one, that Thor is gonna die. Thor is one of my favorite characters. I relate to Thor in so many ways. And so seeing him die is not something I wanna see happen. But if I can predict anything from that movie, which I can't because I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with that movie, is that Thor is gonna die, unfortunately. Timmy is gonna get an Oscar. We shall see. Olivia Rodrigo is coming out with a third album. Hopefully. Haven't heard anything from her in a while. That would be nice. Oh, R3. What else? What could we predict? Oh, hopefully another role model album. That would be great. I really want to see Dominic Fike on tour, so I'm gonna write that down. Do I have a feeling he's gonna do that? Not really, but a girl could dream. Mariana, you haven't talked about them. I haven't talked about the Driver era because I have a feeling they're not gonna do much in 2026. From what I saw, Ross is gonna make a movie or is making a movie. I don't know. I doubt they'll bring out an album this year because they released one last year. They're not going on tour this year. Made that really clear, unfortunately. I don't know. What do you guys predict for 2026? Can you believe that 2016 was 10 years ago? I'm gonna turn 21. This is how the page ended up looking like. If I come up with anything else, I'll probably write it down, but this is the page. Isn't it cute? Let's do the page that I always do, which is the movies I watched, shows, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use 2 pages directly because usually what I do is write down a big title that says movies I watched in 2025 or whatever it is, and then write all the movies I watch and then give them stars. But then I always end up filling up the whole page and then later on in the middle of the journal have to start a new page. So I'm just gonna give it 2 pages. I'm gonna keep it simple, I think. Ugh, I don't know. Do I use these stickers? Maybe. Let's see if I have enough. I should have enough. I can't get it out. Oh no! I ripped off the tube. Look at this. Fuck, I'm Indian eyes. Ugh, that's a shame. I ripped off the 6. Wow. Boom. Movies of 2026. And then as soon as I watch a movie this year, I'll write it down and add the little stars. Just like you would do on Letterboxd, Goodreads for books or Fable, but analog. The lighting has changed once again because this has taken me way longer than I thought it would. But I think I'm done with my little journal pages for now. Like I said, I wrote down all my goals for 2026. I wrote a no-buy list for 2026, a pop culture prediction for 2026, and movies of 2026, books of 2026, and shows and albums of 2026. I've never done a page for albums, but I thought it would be great to do that because one of my goals for 2026 is to expand my music taste. Not only my music taste, but my taste in movies and all of that. Just listen to other stuff, listen to more stuff. There's so much music out there that I have yet to discover, and I would love to discover more music. So I want to keep track of it on my journal. And as you can see in shows, I already wrote down a show because I'm currently watching Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and I haven't finished it yet because every episode comes out on Wednesday. Let's just say Percy Jackson is my new obsession, and I have the first book waiting for me on my bookshelf. But I have other books waiting for me on my bedside table, and those have a little more priority than Percy Jackson. But I am obsessed with Percy Jackson. Don't be shocked if in a couple of weeks I do another journaling video and we make a collage about Percy Jackson. But yeah, this is my new journal. I'm so excited to continue to use it. She is beautiful. I decided to splurge this year and buy a Leuchtturm journal, which is like the expensive German brand. When I say expensive, it's really expensive because this costs me like almost 30 bucks. But I decided to splurge on one this year, and that's what I did. I bought this beautiful like burgundy color. I don't know. You don't need one from this brand. You really don't. These will do perfectly fine. You can find one of these pretty much everywhere. I bought it in Portugal, I think, at a grocery store, but they have like a little arts and crafts section. So I bought it there. It was like $5. Does the job perfectly. Personally, the only thing I look for in a journal is that the pages aren't like super thin and that it has dots. So I still have some sort of guideline without having stripes or squares, because I feel like stripes and squares sort of limit me when I want to do collages and stuff like that, but I still want some guidelines for when I do write some stuff down. So the dots are perfect for that specific reason. Yes, this is my new baby. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, leave a comment, like it, subscribe if you want to stick around, and tell me in the comments down below if you are also starting a new journal or if you already have one and you're going to continue to write in it, whatever you want. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys very, very soon, hopefully.